You ever heard of Nintendo? Yeah, didn't think so. These guys are the video game company behind several small-time franchises like Super Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and their one breakout success, Earthbound. So, with all these games you've never heard of, the last thing you'd expect from Nintendo would be some big Infinity War-style crossover. And yet, apparently, one of the most anticipated games of the year has been a huge Nintendo crossover fighting game called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's supposed to have all the video games in it, but I don't see no Minecraft, I don't see no Cup Guy, and I definitely don't see any Life is Strange. No Max Caulfield and Smash 0 out of 10. Okay, but seriously, all jokes aside, we all know about Super Smash Bros. And the new Smash Bros. Ultimate is without a doubt one of the biggest releases of 2018. This series has been one of the top-tier fighting game franchises, if not overall video game franchises, for nearly 20 years now. And man, I freaking grew up with Smash Bros., Melee specifically. This game was a huge part of my childhood and introduced me to some of my all-time favorite video game franchises like Star Fox and Metroid. But as much as I love Super Smash Bros., I also kinda don't like Super Smash Bros. That much. It's weird. I'm weird, but I'm also getting ahead of myself, so before you dislike, unsubscribe, and yell at me, let me just say, hello and welcome to another episode of A Brief History. Today's episode, Super Smash Bros. Ready, set, go! So, before the days of Mario beating Pikachu to a Poke-Pulp on Final Destination with no items, there was Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. Well, more specifically, Kirby's creator, Masahiro Sakurai of HAL Laboratory, a second-party developer for Nintendo. Around 1998, Sakurai was working on a fighting game known as Dragon King. But I guess the game's generic title and faceless color-coded mannequin fighters weren't instilling a ton of confidence in Sakurai, as he decided the game needed a stronger selling point to help it stand out. His solution? Toss a bunch of Daddy Nintendo's favorite toys in the ring and make them fight to the death for fun. But even Sakurai knew that Nintendo wasn't gonna be too keen on this idea. So naturally, he respected their opinion, but did it anyway without telling anyone. He developed a secret demo that featured Mario, Donkey Kong, Samus, and Fox McCloud talking out their problems, and pitched that to Nintendo. And surprisingly, they liked what they saw and gave it the green light for full development. Hey man, over here. You ever wanted to be Ness from Earthbound and beat the crap out of Captain Falcon from F-Zero using a Star Rod from Kirby while on top of Hyrule Castle from Zelda? Well, grab yourself the world's worst video game controller because the Nintendo 64 had you covered with the 1999 release of Super Smash Bros. This game was a total love letter to everything Nintendo, with 12 company mascots to play as on 9 stages inspired by their games. But underneath all this cool fan service was a pretty unique fighting system based around building up damage to launch other players off the screen. Now, personally, I don't have a ton of memories with this game. I don't think I owned it as a kid, we just rented it from Blockbuster a couple times. But apparently, everyone else thought it was the bee's freaking knees because Smash Bros. Was a surprise hit. The N64 cart moved millions of units and is now one of the quintessential games on the system. But you never really hear people talk about it anymore, do ya? I wonder why.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh, right. Yeah, in late 2001, Smash Bros. Got the kind of sequel that makes everyone forget that there was a first game at all, Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. Oh, did you hear that? 1,000 epic gamers just peed themselves. Now this was my Smash Bros. Game. I played Melee to death as a kid. I probably spent days, if not weeks worth of time playing and replaying this game. Going through the new single-player adventure mode with all my favorite cool characters so that I could then unlock even more cool characters and, of course, always setting the game on very easy because I'm big baby! But yeah, I adore this game, and something tells me that I'm not the only one. I mean, what's not to love? Melee refined the gameplay formula to near perfection, doubled the character roster, tripled the stage selection, and quadrupled the detail on denim. Melee is pretty much the Smash Bros. Game, becoming easily the best-selling game on the GameCube. In fact, it's arguably one of the most long-lasting games of its era, spawning a massive competitive scene that is still going to this day and looks very intimidating.
Happy feet, one more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
And I'm sure all this success was quite a relief for Masahiro Sakurai, who really did not take care of himself during the game's development. You know how you'll see YouTubers talking about burnout or game developers talking about crunch these days? Yeah, that was basically Sakurai's life for over a year making Melee. So I guess it's not too surprising that Sakurai actually left HAL Laboratory in August of 2003, which made things a little awkward when Nintendo were just like, "Hey, we're making a new Smash game!" And Sakurai was just like, are you now? Yeah, for some reason, in 2005, Nintendo decided to announce a third Smash Bros. Game, despite not actually working on one yet. They basically announced that they were thinking about it, but played it up like it was totally happening. But after a few meetings, the project was handed over to Sakurai and his team, and then it entered development. And thus, in 2008, Nintendo released Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii. Huh? Did you hear that? 1,000 epic gamers just peed themselves, but this time in a bad way. Yeah, Brawl is, I guess, the black sheep of the Smash Bros. Franchise. And to be fair, it is pretty weird. It did one thing majorly right by introducing non-Nintendo fighters to the character roster, like Solid Snake and Sonic the Hedgehog. But almost everything else about the game is, I guess, slightly controversial among fans. The new adventure mode, SUBSPACE EMISSARY, was absolutely huge and chock full of story, I think? Now, I remember really liking this mode, but it seems to have had a mostly mixed reception among Smash fans, as did some gameplay tweaks and something called tripping that, I gotta be honest, I really don't understand at all and never have. But apparently people hate it. However, despite some fans being disappointed in the game, Brawl was still a huge hit for Nintendo, selling over 13 million copies to this day. And I still played it a ton. Maybe not as much as Melee, but Baby Fofi was obsessed with Sonic, so obviously Brawl had to be part of my shrine. I mean, collection. I'm normal, I promise. Unfortunately, after Brawl, I started to get a little disillusioned with Smash. I don't know, man, I just started losing interest. I mean, it didn't help that Smash games always had huge gaps in between them. But after 6 years of waiting, in late 2014, Nintendo released a brand new Smash game for not just one, but 2 systems. Maybe this would get me back on board. Horribly named Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, these games had a ton of hype leading up to their release. And I was right there with everyone. A big new Smash game split between 2 consoles? That's awesome. It had Mega Man, Pac-Man, Rocky 4, Dogbird, White Lady, Anime, and Dark Pit, who was actually his own separate character for some reason. But once I actually got my hands on the game, I gotta be honest, I was really underwhelmed. Okay, so Smash 3DS was pretty cool just for the sake of having a portable Smash game, and Smash Wii U brought the series into HD and introduced 8-player Smash for all you octopuses out there. Everything was just refined and beefed up even more. And from what I can tell, a lot of people really liked it. But I think I only played Smash 4 once or twice, and after that, I never touched it again. The game wasn't bad by any means, but it just had nothing in terms of single player, like, at all. Smash went from having an absolutely monumental story mode to just nothing. So I didn't really have much to come back to. But all that is just my personal taste. Overall, Smash 4 was, well, a Smash game, so obviously it was a hit. Millions of copies sold, rave reviews across the board, the usual. But in the world of Smash, I feel like the legacy of this game has kind of been overshadowed by two things: how much people love Melee and how much they hate Brawl. Like, Smash 64 created the franchise, Melee's the best one, Brawl is the worst one, and then Smash 4 is just the one that also exists. But thankfully, this is not where the story ends. That's right, on March 8th, 2018, Nintendo revealed that a brand new Smash Bros. Game was making its way to Nintendo Switch. This game is known as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and actually just came out yesterday. So obviously, I haven't played it yet. Gotta make this video. But let me tell you, this game is doing a lot of things right by me. The big selling point for Ultimate is that everyone is here. Every single character from every single Smash game is in Ultimate. Plus, they're bringing back Adventure Mode, they're giving Castlevania some love by introducing Simon and Richter Belmont as fighters, and of course, I'll play anything that's got Splatoon in it. People have been hyped for this game for a myriad of reasons. And I'll be honest, over the last few years, I've become a little more down with multiplayer games thanks to Splatoon and Fortnite. So I'm actually pretty excited to sit down and play the game for myself. Except I won't, cause I'll be playing a real gamer's game. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Give me that medieval, let's go! I'm coming for you, Parappa! I gotta believe, well you better believe, that I'm gonna wipe the floor with you! Okay, but seriously, Super Smash Bros. Is truly a one-of-a-kind franchise. I mean, there are plenty of fighting games out there, and these days there are even plenty of Smash Bros. Clones. But I don't think there is a single gaming franchise that has the same kind of unique identity as Smash Bros. Like, what other series out there drives the same kind of hype as Smash? What other game franchises have the same level of speculation and mystery as Smash, to the point where reacting to Smash reveals is basically its own genre of online video? And all this like gaming empire came from a weird little experiment of a fighting game from nearly 20 years ago. And with Smash Ultimate now out, having clearly done so much to make all Nintendo fans happy, I think it's time to do as the meme says, and never ask Masahiro Sakurai for anything ever again. Just kidding. Max Caulfield for Smash, Banjo for Smash, Goku for Smash, Crash for Smash or Pass, Sans for Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my Super Smash Bros. Video. I really hope you liked it. And real quick before I go, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Inbox Dollars. It's Christmas time, and we're all out doing our annual holiday shopping and trying to avoid being trampled by hordes of deranged shoppers desperately trying to snag that last iPad that they don't even want. But everything just costs so much dang money! Since when do we need money to buy things? If only there was a way to earn money without having to get a job like my mom keeps telling me to. Well, that's where Inbox Dollars comes in. These guys are an awesome research site where you can earn cash and rewards like gift cards to your favorite stores in exchange for taking surveys, shopping online, or even just watching TV. You hear that, Mom? I'm making something of myself by watching TV for 12 hours straight. I'ma be somebody! And not just that, but Inbox Dollars are also hooking you guys up with a free $5 bonus. All you gotta do is click the top link in my description, take 10 seconds to verify your email, and boom, an easy $5 that you can put towards picking up those 8 copies of Smash Ultimate that you're totally gonna give to your friends and not keep for yourself. Seriously, I've checked these guys out, and I really think you're gonna dig the service they provide. Heck, they've been around since the year 2000. That's 18 years of saving people money, so clearly these guys know what they're doing. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then you can click the top link in my description to head over to the Inbox Dollars site and get a $5 sign-up bonus just by verifying your email. So major thanks to Inbox Dollars for sponsoring, major thanks to you guys for supporting the channel, and I think that's about it, so until next time, thanks for watching guys, and DFTBA.